We are going live. Hello everyone, welcome to Trackside with Tom. I'm Tom Hogan, the owner and operator of Steel Highway Railcams. And I have here with me today Evan Weber. Say hello to everyone, Evan.
Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing okay.
Yes, it's a fantastic Friday.
Indeed, very fantastic.
Yes. And we have a ton of things to talk about today. This is going to be an action-packed program. Make no mistake. So we're going to have Sam Bolte joining us here in the not-too-distant future. He's actually driving home right now, and he's going to dial in as soon as he arrives at his residence. But to start out with, we have a brand new camera to talk about. And thank you, Evan, for pointing out that we had this online this morning.
Yeah, I checked it. I checked it probably 10 times the day that we plugged it in, and it was really disappointing seeing that it didn't come online. But then when I woke up this morning, it just magically appeared on the list, and I was like, all right, that's great.
Yeah. So Evan and I were down in Ottumwa on Monday installing this camera. This is at the Caldwell Street crossing at about milepost 301 in Ottumwa. This is on the CP Ottumwa sub rather than the bnsf Ottumwa sub. And the two railroad subdivisions cross at an interlocking, which is out of screen, but it would be kind of out of the photo to the right a little ways if the trees weren't all there blocking it.
Yeah. And
so we actually, within the first, 30 minutes of it being online, we got our first roll by.
Yes. And it was an incredibly late 261 that was still working. Was working Ottumwa roughly around 8, but they didn't get rolling till probably 10:45.
11:18.
Oh, 11:18, sure.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fairly late, I would say.
So we're going to roll this guy by. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, this hill at Rutledge, from the diamond with the BNSF up to the top of the hill at Rutledge, is the ruling grade on the Canadian Pacific. It is a 1.6% grade, and you're going to see trains just grinding their way by here. But there's a Jeep 30 rebuilt. No, that's a Jeep. That's a
38, I think.
Jeep 38 rebuilt. I said Jeep 30. Yeah, Jeep 30.
I wish.
So.
Yeah, I think that's what CP did to a bunch of their older Milwaukee Road EMDs.
Yeah, and the Sioux Line Jeeps. Yep.
Right, before the whole 20 Eco thing became a huge deal. This was their stopgap solution, and yeah, it's an ex-Milwaukee Road Jeep 40 there. And you can see the dynamic brakes are actually blanked out because they decided they didn't need them.
Right. So I think that might have even been just a repaint, because when they did the Jeep 20s, those were actual rebuilds.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean those were completely ground up rebuilds.
Yeah.
So
anyway, this site is also hosted by Main Street Donuts in Ottumwa, the same group that is hosting the downtown BNSF webcam. Different location, but same owners, same hosts. So thank you to John Tauschen and Main Street Donuts for giving us this fantastic location to be able to roll by CP trains as they depart Ottumwa. He is also hosting an ATCS server in Ottumwa, which is covering Rutledge Lawler and Ottumwa. So if you get on the DME ATCS server, you can see that there is coverage. There's a DME gone right there. I haven't seen one of those in ages.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all in maintenance away service now.
Really? Huh.
Those blue DM&E Gons, those were brand new in, 2005, 2006 or so.
Yeah, like brand new built or purchased?
Purchased and repainted, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool.
Empty well cars. in
Yeah,
the
that
middle
thing's
of a
actually really
9,000
clean.
foot train. Yes. So we have a radio feed going along with this, and this is a 261. He's going north or east. It's timetable north on the Canadian Pacific, but some of the older generation might still consider this eastbound, I suppose.
Yeah.
And this is something that when you listen to this radio feed, you're actually going to get a huge amount of information about the Canadian Pacific operations, because you can hear them on the Rutledge Tower from this location. You can hear them copying and receiving track warrants. And so in this case, I know from listening to the feed, this train was going to Linby, to the newly extended Linby siding. And he had a line 10, so he was going into the hole at the siding. And then we'll jump over to it in a little bit, but we actually know that he was meeting a train that was going through Muscatine at almost the exact same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in today. I see that we have some comments populating here. So, yes. Hello, Robert from West Virginia. Hello, Michael. Good to see you guys. And Patrick Shea is logging in. We have a lot of the usual suspects here. It's good to see everyone. Stephen Kern, Rocky Run, Butler Junction. Yep, good to see all you guys. Appreciate everyone logging in to watch these live shows. Here's a KCS DPU coming through. And I suppose, Evan, you might appreciate if I was sharing my screen.
Yeah, I was just looking at the stream, but yes, it would be nice.
Yeah, you know.
There it is. Sweet.
Technology stuff. What can you do sometimes?
Right.
Yeah.
We're the best we've ever been.
Exactly.
So I have a little update on that special Iowa Interstate move.
Yes.
Apparently they stopped. Apparently they stopped for maintenance away or something. So.
Yeah.
But the dispatcher's giving them a warrant now.
So at some point here, we're going to jump over West Liberty, and we're going to see a pair of Iowa Interstate Jeeps pulling one of the UP Harriman cars that was donated to Silvis.
Right. Yep.
Oh, Patrick, he's selling himself out. He woke up just in time to watch the episode. Yeah. You know, after making such a big deal about Knott's missing class the other day, and now he's admitting that he didn't get up until noon. Oh, Patrick.
Well,
you're getting called out live on YouTube.
Well, maybe
now.
He doesn't have any classes.
Maybe not. Maybe there's no morning classes on Fridays. I wish Iowa State was like that. You know,
yeah.
25 years ago. There's a Beaver logo CP, couple of them, CP hoppers. And auto racks.
One of the newer ones.
We're getting to the rear of the train now. We got our auto racks, and there's probably going to be some well cars coming up on the end.
That's correct, it is an eastbounder.
Ah, yes. Patrick admits he didn't have class this morning. That's his story, and he's sticking with it.
Here we go, guys. Okay,
yeah.
So, Sam,
he didn't have class in
you
the morning,
so jump in and introduce yourself to everybody?
Maximum authorized speed unless otherwise restricted. Okay, past the red flag at 287.0.
Nope, Sam's not talking apparently.
All right, and that was Sam Bolte.
Yeah, exactly.
Working on main track 1. I do have a 25 mph for you.
I don't know. Maybe he's having audio issues.
Maybe.
To 285.0. Over.
Oh yeah, so this scanner radio has the BNSF
we'll wait for
side
him to figure
program
that
as well. And on the BNSF side, you can hear there was a foreman talking a train through a Form B. Probably got his light as soon as the rear of this CP train cleared the interlocking. Might be meeting BICB at North Star. That doesn't make any sense.
Ooh.
it might be CBBI, but the time of day is wrong.
Forming out.
But the train would be moving the same direction as BICB.
Hello?
Hello,
Hello.
Sam. How are you doing?
Okay, is that working?
Yeah, we got you now. Welcome to the program.
Whoa, there's pigs. Look at
Look at that, pigs.
Yep.
No
Huh.
bison.
that. That's weird. Huh.
Yeah, so
okay,
we're
can you
checking
still
out this
hear
new
me?
Ottumwa camera.
Yeah.
Can you... Oh, okay, so we're good now.
Yep.
That was weird.
All right.
Let's.
Thank you
All
for
right.
We should
joining
have
us,
a
Sam.
southbound. Oh yeah, no problem. We should be having a southbound here at Washington soon, I think.
Yeah, so we were just talking about this a minute ago. When the dispatcher wrote the warrant for this northbound that we just rolled by at Ottumwa, he wrote him a warrant to go into the siding at Linby.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yep, and so now this southbound, which was at Muscatine, just when the warrant was being written, he's probably just now going to be going through Washington. So we'll hang out here in Washington for a little bit, and then they're going to make their meet at Linby. So to give you a little bit of idea, this camera's at 257. The camera in Ottumwa was at 301. So they're 44 miles apart. And
Yeah, and
the Linby siding is at about 280, 283, somewhere in there. I don't have my timetable right in front of me, but I do know a resource where I can look it up quickly and tell you exactly where the Linby siding is. Even at least the old location, the south end would still be correct. They extended it to the north. And let's see here. If I look this up. So anyway, Sam, one of the things we're going to talk about while we're waiting for this train to show up is the Canadian Pacific holiday train that got announced.
yeah, I kind of figured we'd talk about that. I was going to mention that as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So do you have the schedule pulled up? Does anyone have the holiday train schedule pulled up?
I can do that here in like 2 seconds.
Because
maybe.
one of the things
Hold
we
up.
want to talk about is the fact that it's going to go by 6 steel highway webcams and what days that those can be seen.
Yes. Let's
Right.
see. Okay, here it is. Let's see. I can go. Let's see. So it's gonna be going through. Wait. Hold up. Okay, this might take a little longer than I expected. Hold up.
Well, the train's calling out the mile board. He's almost to Washington, so you may as well take a little bit of time and research it here while we roll this guy by.
Oh, perfect. That works.
The Linby siding is, in fact, at 283. So that train, that northbound train, is probably just arriving at Linby, and his meet is 25 miles away. Because there are no sidings presently between Cotter and Linby.
Okay. That train is coming. As soon as it passes, I will. Actually, I'll just talk about it right now. So it's gonna be departing something Grove in the Chicagoland area, and then it's gonna be hitting Savannah on December 3rd. That's a Saturday, 2:15 p.m. And then it'll get into Muscatine at 7:30 p.m. So it'll be in darkness probably around maybe Clinton, maybe south of there, something like that.
Yeah,
So,
it gets dark around 5
it just
p.m.
depends.
there in December.
Probably like, around 4:35 around that time.
I think our train is approaching. The gates have started going off here.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Oh, we also got a westbound going through Grand Mound. I'll check that out. Well, not yet, but it's going through Mount Post 24.
So let's see what we've got for a southbound train. He's cruising.
Ooh, that's a
right
good
along.
one.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Got a pair of -9s, and the other one's KCS -9.
Wow.
Nice. So 260.
Yeah, so there's your 260 going for a lengthy lead, but the 261 that we just watched roll by Washington. Well, we watched it, but it was about 30 minutes ago.
There go the gates at Grand Mount, and there's a bunch of pigs. Jeez.
Parks?
There's a healthy cut of double stack container traffic in this 260.
Yes. Here we go. Grand Mound.
Several
It's
five
like
packs.
3 UPs. Yeah, the last train through Grand Mount had a CSX lead ethanol.
Yeah.
That was about.
So now it's interesting, you see, now you don't, there's none of the UP, none of the containers that you see on UP trains that you call these smart bags.
Yeah, which I kind of like this.
Yeah, I'm not
pretty
familiar
neat.
with those at all.
Probably new
somewhat
startup
new.
traffic they're trying to get.
Yeah, I think so.
As we continue to roll this by, we've got, it looks like a long string of Canadian by as well.
Let's see.
Thank you for the note there, Noah. Definitely try to make that adjustment. We've got 25 people walking the line right now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We're rolling by a 260 train. There's a DPU, CSX, DPU just went by. String of short
I like those.
cars there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like those tank cars. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
What are those short?
It's an open top
That's
wood
like.
car. Apparently they don't care if the
Ooh.
steel starts rusting.
Yeah, maybe it's stainless.
Maybe it is stainless. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Maybe it is. Nothing. Let's see. Looks like a bunch of. Maybe that's plastic cars, and then. No, there's the end.
Yep, there's the rear.
Couple CP
Double cam stick box cars.
All right. Well, at some point, I don't think it'll be during the course of this I don't think it'll be during the course of this program, but there will be that northbound 261 that will make his way by Washington and Muscatine as well. Now, Sam, we were talking about that CP holiday train. Do you want to keep running down the schedule that we're going to see for that?
Sure, yeah. So I mentioned it'll get into Muscatine at 7:30 p.m. on December 3rd. So that's a Saturday. So that should work for a lot of people if they're not working. Let's see, and then Sunday, December 4th, arriving at Tumwa at 10 a.m. from Muscatine. So probably they'll depart around 8 o'clock, I would imagine, 7:30 maybe in the morning. Then Chillicothe, Missouri, almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they arrive at Kansas City around 7-ish.
Yeah.
And then December 6th, okay, so they have a day break to get up to Clinton. So December 6th, Tuesday, they depart, or I guess they'd arrive at Clinton at 4:15 p.m. Then arrival to Bellevue at 6:45. And then arrival into Dubuque at 8:30. And they'll overnight there, looks like, I would imagine. And then the next day, the 7th, they have an event in Guttenberg at 12:45 p.m. Then they arrive in Marquette at 2:45, Lansing at 4:50, New Albin at 6:15, and La Crescent at 8:15. And yeah, then they're out of our area after that. So it's like the first week in December, pretty much.
Yeah, it's from the 3rd to about the 7th or so of December is when all this is happening.
Yes.
And what I would point out is that they're going to go by the Muscatine camera, and they're going to go by the Washington camera and the Ottumwa camera on their way down to Kansas City. And then they're going to turn the train and run back north and go by Ottumwa, Washington, and Muscatine a second time. And then we'll see them go over the course of 2 days past Bellevue, Dubuque, and Guttenberg on their way back up to St. Paul. So there will be lots of opportunities to see this CP holiday train. The whole schedule is available on the CP website for anyone that wants to check it out.
Yes, literally the easiest train to chase in the world known to mankind.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to do a roll-by in Bellevue. I saw this guy go by a little bit earlier. And we are going to check out this southbound street running in Bellevue. I believe this is a loaded sand train.
Or, yeah, it could be. Or it could be K38, unless this is all sand.
Yeah, we'll see here in a little bit. But he does have that SD30 rebuild that was second out. So
Yeah.
at a minimum, he stole some of K38's power that we had seen bouncing around earlier. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is actually a loaded sand train. And
Yeah, it's starting to look like that.
yeah, we'll just say briefly here, thanks to our host, oh, no, there's the manifest.
Oh, yeah, it's K38, it looks like.
Look at that.
There's Clayton loads.
Yeah, riprap
Right there.
cars.
Riprap, yeah.
This is probably all from Clayton, I would imagine.
Well, that riprap comes from a spot called Rose's Spur, which is just outside of Dubuque. And now there's more sand cars.
Yep, those definitely came from Clayton. I can recognize the cars.
Uh-huh. Those MQMX and R... Oh, what is it?
Our
I don't remember the other
Something.
reporting. Well, now here's, more manifests. So this is our K38.
And might I add, after this, I would suggest going to the Guttenberg cam just to see the fall colors, because they're looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I can definitely get on board with that. I like that idea.
yeah, Trempolo looks pretty good right now too because
And
of the rain showers.
If I didn't have prior obligations this weekend, I would be up in Prairie du Chien, be up in Prairie du Chien the whole weekend, but unfortunately that's not going to work.
Yeah, all right.
So, but yeah.
Well, tis the
Fall colors
season
should
for
be just
sure.
Perfect. Yeah.
So
Hopefully
yeah,
next weekend should be some leaves still, I would imagine.
unless we get a huge windstorm and it just blows them all off.
Yeah, that would really suck.
There is always that possibility, yes.
True. Oh, we got a train at Grand Mound. Let's see what this is.
Another one. The busy day at
Yeah.
Grand Mound, apparently.
Oh, eastbound Z train. There you go.
About time.
So I will just say that, thank you to our host, the 2nd Street Station restaurant here and bar here in Bellevue. And thank you for them graciously agreeing to host us. For those of you that might read newspapers still, the Bellevue newspaper has an article about Steel Highway in it. And I will have to admit there might be a few inaccuracies in the story, but it is definitely worth checking out. So some good press that we got from the Bellevue newspaper. They were very interested in the webcam going up in their downtown. All right. And, oh, that was not what I wanted. Hang on a second. That's not one of my webcams. That's someone's personal video, I think. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of that completely. I apparently pressed the wrong button when I was trying to navigate here. So let's go up to Guttenberg. Since we're doing the tour of the CP today, let's just get them all knocked out.
Right.
And we'll go right up here to Guttenberg and look at that beautiful hillside with the fall colors. If you are looking for something to do this weekend, the upper Mississippi Valley is definitely in full bloom of fall colors. And we even have a train that apparently just went by.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, let's see. When was this?
This was just at 11:50. This is K39, maybe?
Probably, yeah. I think so. Because they have they run whenever they want to, it seems.
It does seem that there's not a whole lot of a set schedule on these. Or maybe they just run whenever they have a rested crew. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
More of those Canadian Pacific System GONs running around.
Yeah.
Some sand hoppers, tankers.
It's like towards the end you got more, looks like empty Clayton cars, so they're probably going to get, well, actually it'd probably be the Marquette local that'll take care of that.
Yeah. Probably chop them off in the yard there in Marquette before they proceed on to Mason City. That would make sense.
Right.
Yeah, hey, maybe they met something at Eckerd's. We're probably not that lucky, though.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine it'd be through at this point, if there was a meet.
Yeah, either that or we're watching one train roll by and there's one going by live right now that we're missing. That's possible, too.
Oh, there's nothing live right now, unfortunately. I'm watching.
All right. Well, that's fair.
There is a radio feed here, right?
There is, yes. I was
Okay.
having some problems with it. I had to turn the volume down because of some distortion I was getting with it. So I'm going to have to try this one. I think I'm going to try an external sound card with it to plug in. So in a lot of these radio feeds, it's just a Bearcat scanner that's plugged in via an audio jack into the headphone port.
Oh, huh.
And so sometimes you get distortion, especially if the sound card might not be the highest quality that's on the motherboard. So I am going to try a external USB sound card for one of these to see if I can get the audio quality to improve.
Okay.
Oh, this is interesting. The Bellevue Herald has the live camera story on their website. Yes. So it is a weekly publication, so it'll probably be their headline all week, I would guess.
Let's see, I'll look this up right now.
Yeah.
We also have a really interesting train going through Trempealeau right now.
Oh, okay. Is anybody still paying attention to West Liberty for when we're going to get that
Yes.
UP Harriman car?
I have it
you got
on
it
and
up?
cranked
Okay.
all the way up. Yep.
All right.
Apparently they're around the Moscow area, so.
Okay, so they're getting close.
But they're moving really fast, so it should be soon.
Well, you know what then? Maybe we could just jump right over, because Moscow to West Liberty is not that far.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just jump straight over to West Liberty and hang out there for a moment, waiting for the eastbound to show up. Because, quite honestly, you just don't get pairs of Jeeps that often to begin with.
Right. Throwback Thursday on a Friday to that one time that there was a trio of GP38s on a, what was it? A SISA? A CISA?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Huh.
Yes, the
I-
seesaw.
Raptor says that he will be here in roughly 5 minutes.
Oh, well, you better tell him he needs to wave at the camera when he shows up. He's going to be live on YouTube.
No, he's just gonna hide.
Oh, he's going to hide?
Yeah, or he's gonna be like, no, I have a different shot idea.
All right. Oh,
You know
somebody
what? I
sent
just
me
heard
an
something funny.
email. I've gotten a fair amount of emails from people about potential host sites. I'll have to do some sorting through those this weekend and see what everyone sent me. But keep sending me the ideas for new webcam sites. I definitely appreciate that. So, we're at West Liberty now. We are... Oh, I thought I heard something in the background. Maybe not.
Nope,
Nope, not yet.
nope, not yet.
So, we are at West Liberty. Our host here is the West Liberty Historical Society at the former Rock Island West Liberty Depot. And they are open most weekends. They have volunteers that man the depot, so make sure and check them out. And this location is actually looking west. So the westbound train is going to come up from the left side of the camera when it shows up here. And best train of the day at 8:43 this morning was Nina. Well, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Potash loads southbound. Might have to check that out as well. Since we're, making the tour of the whole system here. We're up to 28 webcams now. I'm very excited about this. And I will also tell you, we talked about this 2 weeks ago. The viewership of the channel has really just continued to increase, which makes sense, right? I mean, every time you put up a new webcam, more people are going to start logging in. But I can just tell you that we crossed 10,000 views in a single day a couple of times. We've actually gotten to 15,000 views in a single day now.
Jeez, wow, that is...
Yeah.
We said the same thing.
That's a lot. Yeah, Jinx, you owe me lunch.
Wow. Okay. I don't know about that.
No, sorry, you owe me a cherry Dr. Pepper, apparently.
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Pepper Cherry. Oh.
You better expect Culver's if Sam is buying you lunch.
Oh God. Okay, might I interrupt real quick? I heard something kind of funny. Well, not funny. It's just interesting. On the Gunberg cam, I heard a CN talking on the radio all over Dubuque. There's an eastbound crossing the river.
Really?
Yes, there is.
From the Guttenberg camera?
Yeah, they were on the BNSF channel asking for permission to go across because, like, even though they're lined, they were getting a red signal. So, yeah, it's kind of messed up. But they are going now.
Oh,
So,
our westbound is approaching. He just called out the mile
yep,
board
just
for West
called out.
Liberty.
Oh, yep.
707, I think, right? Did it?
Probably. It's something. I don't know.
Oh. This
We're
is
gonna find out in a
to be Very
moment.
cool.
Potash is fertilizer. That was a question. Potash is used in fertilizer. So it generally comes from Canada, and it's delivered to different places in the United States, different co-ops that incorporate it into producing fertilizer to sell to farmers. So good question there, RS. I know that's part of what we try to do here is try to help educate rail fans. And this is a big part of it. So when people have questions, definitely need to speak up and ask. We can certainly, if we can't sort it out, there's enough expert knowledge here in the chat that somebody's going to be able to help you figure it out. So, I feel like this is, come on guys, how fast are you going? If you're doing 40, it's 2 minutes and 40 seconds for every mile. He called out the mile board.
Yeah.
He's got to be getting close here.
Who knows? Maybe they're old passenger cars giving them crap.
Maybe.
Or they might be running just slower because I don't think there's any legitimate passengers on it.
No.
Right?
Oh, I hear it. Here it comes.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow, that horn.
That
Ooh,
horn
crap.
is nice.
Yeah.
Very EMD standard cab sounding horn, that's for sure.
Yes. Did you hear it?
There she goes.
Wow. Observation car facing the wrong way.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder if that means we're going to go to South Amana and then see it come back east at some point. Loaded with dignitaries.
I do believe that's going to be the case here.
Yeah, I think they're going to run a business train or something, and they're just going to tack that on as a little extra piece, I guess. I don't know.
All
I don't
right.
know how nice it is in that thing, but I'd love to walk through it.
Yeah, it would certainly be interesting. Let's jump over to Trempolo. Do you have a timestamp on that interesting train that you saw at Trempolo?
Not that long ago. That's my timestamp.
Not that long ago.
Probably
very specific.
when the train on Guttenberg was going by. It was going by. So let me.
I think someone is getting their picture taken in front of the statue there at Trempolo.
Yeah.
It's been raining. We have a little bit of a water spot on the camera, so I apologize for that.
Oh, yeah, and that eastbound is moving.
27.
That eastbound is moving now across the river. It looks like an ethanol.
Huh.
I'm looking at the Dubuque South
Yep.
cam. So that'll be coming through East Dubuque momentarily.
Here's our BNSF train.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Not a bad last trip.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Yeah.
So this is interesting because not actually getting any sound out of this, but maybe that just needs to be addressed on the back end after we're done with the program here. So a westbound BNSF train looks like a manifest.
Yeah.
Yep. Lots of tankers, grain hoppers.
Yeah,
I noticed
it's
there's an
NCW
interesting
bound train.
There's an interesting boxcar in one of these. It's very yellow. I'll say. Oh, there it is.
What, that T-box that just went by?
Sorry, I'm literally just watching the rewind that I sent you.
Yeah.
Oh, there, UP one. There.
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
It's one of those new UP ones.
Right.
Yes.
Those things are pretty neat.
I would have to agree with that. Let's see. And this, I believe this is U706. It'll have one of the X-City rails second out.
Nope.
Okay. Well, we'll go
Can't
down
wait
to
for
Dubuque
one.
South right after this and check it out.
Or I'd say East Dubuque, because it's about to come through.
Oh, it's going the other way. Oh, okay.
It's an eastbound, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I saw that one. That was it. That's an eastbound ethanol train. That went by Mills Tower. I went back and watched Mills Tower overnight a little bit. There's the end of our manifest
Oh,
train
there go
at
the gates at
Trempolo.
East Dubuque. Here it comes.
Unless it's another crossing malfunction.
No, it's coming.
Okay.
Yes. The never-ending crossing malfunctions at East Dubuque. That's right.
Right.
East Dubuque. Here we go. East Dubuque West. Oh, and we're blocked by Maintenance Way
Still
and by the tree.
somewhat blocked. Yeah.
We're going to switch to East Dubuque East. We'll watch it this way.
Yeah.
There we go.
That works too.
Can hear him coming. Unless that's the highway traffic you can hear.
I hear the horn. And the BNSF locals waiting at the diamond for these guys, so that must be
Oh.
loving that.
All right. Oh, yeah. I hear the gates coming down now. Hear the horn. There we go. So you said this was a U706?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a, for those of you that don't know the designation, the CN calls it a unit train, so it's a U. Keep an eye, oh wait, Barry says, keep an eye on the West Liberty cam at something of interest going by westbound.
Oh, I think we just had it.
Well, that was westbound. That's Barry. If you go back a little bit, it literally went by about 5 minutes ago, maybe less.
Jeez,
Excuse
they are
me.
going very slow.
So, you were talking about hearing this train up on the BNSF channel at Guttenberg. So with
yes, I did.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that are interesting about that. First off, yes, I have the BNSF channel programmed into the Guttenberg webcam, or the Guttenberg scanner radio. And the reason for that is because there is a defect detector that's basically across the river from Guttenberg, maybe about a mile upstream, and that's at Glen Haven. So that Glen Haven defect detector can be heard pretty clearly. There's our CN. What do we have there? A Tier 4 and a City Rail.
City Rail sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
terrible.
That was an awful joke. Don't ever make that again.
No, I won't. They actually got a lot of 4-bays here up front for whatever reason. Like about maybe 8 cars.
Right.
Yeah. Is it a legit? Are they actually following the buffer car rule this time?
1, 2, 3, 4. There's
I think
5.
they probably just picked it up from Waterloo or something.
Yeah.
Unless it went by there like that at Mills.
It did not. It was just an ethanol train at Mills.
Oh, okay, so they picked it up probably at
Picked them
Waterloo
up.
then.
Probably hot cars then.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
got to
yeah.
keep these cars moving.
Yeah, quote unquote hot. Oh no, we have to move them a day sooner than we originally were.
Because right there, that's the original buffer
That's
car.
the buffer car.
Everything ahead of that was
Yes.
picked up, probably at Waterloo, yes.
Oh, somebody's gonna call.
That was me. Good thing I had it silenced. All you heard was the buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might be late to this, but what's up with the Dubuque ATCS? Doesn't seem to be working. Well, I mean, it's getting the BCP sometimes, and that's about it.
Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. I was not aware there was an issue.
It's only getting BCP. So
You guys, you want to
Great.
sit on it for a little bit longer?
Oh, you know what?
for,
Hold that thought. The host in Dubuque sent me a message 2 days ago saying that there was going to be an outage. So maybe that's what he's dealing with today.
it's been like this since probably a day or two.
Okay.
So maybe you'd have to like restart it or something. I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, I can definitely go and look at that.
Yeah, 338's in town now. Looks like
Oh, he was following the ethanol train?
by about like 50 miles ish, and then they close the gap probably at Dubuque.
Right. So to hear this guy talking on the BNSF channel at Guttenberg is really surprising. And the reason I say that is because if you look at we're going to do just a really short lesson in geology here. In Dubuque, there was what was called Shot Tower, all right? The Shot Tower Inn is still there, and the Shot Tower is still there. And this dates back to, they were making shot balls by dropping hot lead down through this shot tower through progressively smaller and smaller grates to make musket balls out of it, all right? The reason they did that in Dubuque was because there's huge lead veins in all of these bluffs in the Dubuque area on both sides of the river. Now, tying this back into radio transmissions, lead blocks radio transmissions. Just like it blocks radiation when you wear a lead suit when you go in for an x-ray. They put lead over the parts of the body that you're not supposed to get zapped.
Right.
So, one of the things that surprises me is when you hear radio communications that far away, because the natural tendency of all these lead veins in the bluffs is to block radio transmissions. And to hear a train talking from 40 miles away upstream, that really surprises me. So there must be something really goofy going on with the propagation that would allow them to be heard from that far away, because normally I would not expect to hear a train talking from 30, 40 miles away up the Mississippi River Valley.
Right.
Yeah, it might have been like the dispatcher talking to them, but I feel like I'd have to go back. But it was either the dispatcher or the train talking, but I would imagine it has something to do with all the BNSF towers, probably, but I don't know.
Right.
So did you hear the train talking, or did you hear the dispatcher?
I swear it was the train, but I might be wrong. I'd have to go back. That was probably like, what, 10 minutes ago, maybe a little less.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. So there was a question here about the routing on this ethanol train. So it may be going to Kirkyard to get interchanged to the NS or CSX to go east.
I think this is an NS train, yeah.
Yeah. I do know that the Kirkyard is a former EJ&E yard that's part of the CN property now. It's over in Indiana, and they do some interchange of unit trains over there. So this guy, I would expect this guy to end up in Kirkyard and being interchanged over to one of the eastern carriers at that point, yes. So, anyway, this is our loaded ethanol train slowly crawling by the camera, and while he's finishing rolling by here, I will just take a moment to talk about the Steel Highway website and Steel Highway magazine. Make sure and check out steel-highway.com. You can order the magazine, you can order a hat, you can order all kind. There's I'm actually going over to pick up a camera strap today that I think we're going to have for sale here pretty soon. So order the magazine, order the stuff. There's all kinds of good information on the website, and start your subscription to the magazine if that's what you like to do. I'm working on the next issue of the magazine right now. It'll be out in November. And make sure and check out steel-highway.com.
So
Down the
progress on
IHB
this,
to Pine Junction. That's an interesting routing, but all right, I'll buy it.
Okay,
Interesting
so
routing.
it was the dispatcher talking to them, but still.
Oh. Yeah, I guess they're pretty. Those towers are pretty cracked up because of the terrain that they have to work with. Oh, check out that buffer car.
Yeah, air slide hopper.
Yeah.
Or a converted air slide hopper. It's not used for that anymore.
Right. It does slide through air, though.
Yes.
You might want to go to Stevens Point right now, because
Well, you know, Paul had pointed out this potash train earlier, but yes, let's go over. We can check out more than one train at Stevens Point. We've been known to do that from time to time.
there's something going on right now that might be a first for the season.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Oh, is it snowing?
maybe.
Oh.
It is snowing in Stevens Point.
It is snowing in Stevens Point, ladies and gentlemen. It is
Winter.
finally encroaching closer and closer.
Can we pull out the cliche and say winter is coming and sound all threatening about it?
Yes, because nobody wants it to be here.
Well, except for the people
Okay,
that,
well,
you know, these Wisconsin
except for
types, they have
people who
their
enjoy winter.
they have their snowmobiles, they have deer hunting season, they got all kinds of fun things they do in the winter.
That's true. That's very, very true. I'm sure most Wisconsin people get up to numerous activities in the wintertime. And honestly, probably the same way in Iowa. However, I am not that person. I cannot stand. I like to call winter the season of when is this train coming? I'm about to go sit in my car and just miss it.
I have waited in incredibly cold weather for trains. I've just gotten used to it at this point.
I have not gotten used to it, and I don't know if I will because I absolutely hate every living second of it. So
Yeah, one time I almost had my fingers frozen off. That was not good.
yeah.
I'm not kidding.
All right.
I went on the other side of a train at Mana, and oh god, that was not good.
Yeah.
That was it was the coldest day of the year in
Ouch.
2020. I think it was like -20 out or something.
What?
Yeah, and I did not have gloves. I did not have gloves.
What were you even out for?
A cold train.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's kind of fair.
It was the first run of 517 leading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I saw that.
It was so cold.
Yeah.
So this is from 8:51 this morning. This is a container train going by West Stevens Point. And a couple of questions from the comments here. All right. Any chance you're having a booth at Train Fest in November at West Allis, Wisconsin? I will tell you, now that I have 3 webcams operating, 3 webcam locations, I should say, operating in Wisconsin, I do want to get further out afield with some of these train shows that I'm going to. I'm going to be at the Dubuque train show in November. And then I'm going to have to pause on the train shows, just like I have to pause with the installs because we're having a baby in January. But later in the year, I do want to get out to more train shows. And now that with having a presence in Wisconsin, I would definitely like to get up there and do a little bit more promotion as well. So thank you for the idea. And
We do.
Anthony is on here. He was asking about the holiday train. Yes, we talked about the CP holiday train at the very top of the program. So yes. So what were you going to say there, Sam?
We do have a northbound line through the cam here, so that could be.
Oh, we want to get the snow shot of the northbound?
Yeah, we do have a train coming, so might as well.
All right. Couple of China shipping containers there. We're not going to get a great view of it.
Some of my favorite ones. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, we're not going to get a great view of this just because of the active snow distorting the image on the webcam a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'd say the south view is probably a little better looking right now.
All right, we can switch.
Actually, it would make sense because it is northbound, so.
Yeah. Here we go.
Let's see. I'm going to check my radar, see how much is up there right now.
Yeah, see how much snow they're getting?
Yeah, it's probably not much, but, you know.
There are some very pretty fall colors going up in Wisconsin right now. You can see it, get a little bit of a glimpse of it here off the webcam.
Yeah, and up in Two Harbors yesterday, they had a pretty decent little amount of snow. It was definitely noticeable up there. And it's not terribly rare for them to get it that early. They probably get it almost every year that early, I would imagine.
I would guess so. And this is, well, Two Harbors is another, 150 miles north of Stevens Point? Maybe 200 miles north of Stevens Point?
Roughly,
Yeah, it's a haul.
No, wow, it's going to be snowing there for the next couple hours. Okay. Wow.
All right.
Jeez, they might actually get something sizable.
Maybe like an inch, if that.
Yeah. It's very
Apparently
possible.
There was some snow down by as far south as Saginaw, though.
Yeah. It's actually snowing kind of near there right now. It's snowing up in Two Harbors a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, and there's rain north of us here.
Ew.
And we might get some rain later this afternoon in our area.
And now we've become the Weather
Rapid.
Channel. Congratulations,
Yes,
guys.
there's your Steel Highway weather forecast.
Yes, absolutely.
My name is Sam
gosh.
Bolte, and this is your Steel Highway weather.
I do like weather a lot, so
I do too.
There's that.
I think there's a lot of people here on the channel that are pretty interested in this in the live feed. That, yeah, we'll take it, definitely. I don't know. Do you think we'd ever be on here live and see a tornado go by one of the cameras?
You know,
I mean,
we had a little discussion last night, a brief discussion about what if one of our locations gets knocked out due to some sort of natural disaster and it's all on video.
Well, let's hope it doesn't actually knock out the location, but maybe goes right by it.
Right, or at least see it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, obviously, no, I don't want a tornado to knock something down. No one does. But if it's going to happen, I want to see it on video.
It would be interesting, for sure.
It would be very interesting.
I mean, let's just say if one of the cameras ever got destroyed by something, the coolest thing, well, I mean, maybe not the coolest thing, but the most dramatic would definitely be a tornado. Just the last seconds of the camera's life, you just see it get sucked up and then the internet cuts out.
Yeah.
And then it's all uploaded to YouTube so people can see it.
Right.
Yep.
And you get millions of views. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
The one thing I would be super interested in is just literally having a camera like so close to a tornado that it's literally right there. Like,
I mean,
that would be a view you don't get very often.
Basically,
There we go.
the trade-off that you're trying to sell me on is sacrifice a camera for viewership and let it, like, sacrifice the camera and let it be destroyed in a natural disaster.
Well, what are we gonna go do? Are we gonna drive out there and tell the tornado to go away?
Right.
I mean,
At
maybe.
the same time, are we also going to go spawn a tornado?
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
most
Alright.
likely not.
See you in a minute.
Yep. I created the tornado machine, so
The tornado
we'll
machine.
get that going.
We're not going to get that, no.
Our train is 3 miles out, moving at Hoover.
All right.
So it's coming.
Well, we can hang out here for a little bit and watch it. If it's leaving Hoover, then he's going to be here really quick.
Yeah, probably like 5 minutes or so, maybe a little less.
Oh, I think less than that.
Depending how fast it's going.
I'm pretty sure it's
That's
only
3
about a
miles
mile.
from the. It's okay. So it's 247, and the camera's at 250, correct?
Is that where Hoover is?
Yes.
Oh, so it's 3
Yep.
miles away? Okay.
Yes, it is. Point is only a half mile away. That's the north end.
Oh, okay. He's not coming out of Point. He's coming out of Hoover. I gotcha. I was getting
Yeah,
turned
so
around
it's-
then. Okay.
I don't know what this would be, but yeah.
Is he lined up to Junction City, or where's he?
Yes. Lined up to JO.
Okay. Got it.
You can kind of see. Is the ballast kind of starting to get a little snow? Actually, I don't know. Maybe.
It might be. I mean, some of that ballast does have kind of a bright, like a really light gray color to it.
Yeah, it's been. Oh wow! If you go back, it's kind of been off and on snowing for the past like 2 hours at least.
Yeah.
So not much is really accumulated. Actually, geez, more than like 3 hours.
Oh, here was a good question. How much do news stations pay for tornado footage? Yes, that's what we need to find out.
That's a good question.
So, as this train is approaching, I would like to get a little bit of commentary on a question that I've been asking. So, this is something that I've been kind of asking myself personally, and I don't know if there is really a good answer for it, but I'd like people to throw some things into the comments here. What do you like about Steel Highway, and why do you keep coming back? Because obviously, we've developed a pretty good, solid viewership here. I was talking about hitting 15,000 viewers in a day. There's constantly, emails and messages and notes and everything else coming in telling me how much people love about it. So tell me, what makes Steel Highway different, and why do you keep coming back? So,
Let's see.
I'm curious to know. Oh, yep, snow on the rail stream
Oh, you got
camera
an
at Saginaw,
email.
Minnesota. That makes sense. Yep.
Looks like somebody sent you an email.
Yeah.
Oh.
36 degrees in Saginaw. Steel Highway would get the Edward R. Murrow Award. That's awesome. I appreciate the compliment, but I don't think we're up for any journalism awards here. Not that I've been made aware of, anyway.
Journalism
Yes.
awards. Yeah, right. Our specialty.
So yeah, I'm very curious to know what do you like about the channel and what keeps you coming back? Is it literally just that we're here and we're doing things that other people aren't doing, or the the entertainment. We are quite entertaining.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're the comedy
will
trio
say.
of the century. I tell you what.
Right. No
Uh-huh.
kidding. I would definitely say that we are very annoying and not funny whatsoever, but
Yes.
sorry,
That is
I
very
almost
true.
said the bad word. Our
Oh.
competitors don't make any efforts whatsoever, and that may or may not be because they are the exact same way we are, but hey, we're trying.
So,
Yeah, our competitors. Let's keep it
Our
that.
competitors.
our competitors don't consider us to be a serious competitor, so...
Oh,
No, they don't.
Just wait. Literally, just wait. Not now, yes, but wait.
Yeah. It's the variety. Yeah, there's a lot of... one of the things that I do enjoy about... I mean, no one's going to be confused about this, right? I'm based in eastern Iowa, and, 75% of my cameras are in eastern Iowa. But I do really enjoy and appreciate being able to watch the train. We were just doing this, right? You watch the train go by Ottumwa, you watch it go by Washington, there's going to be a meet at Lynby, and then you watch them both on the other side get to where they're going. That's a big part of what I'm trying to build here. To get people to look at trains and go from one place to the next and follow the train. And that's exactly what we're going to do when this holiday train goes by. We're going to watch it progress all the way across the Canadian Pacific in Iowa. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
It should be, yeah. They're clearing up Hoover right now, almost to point. So they're
All right.
getting close.
Good deal. So, yeah, one of the things that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to keep providing people with content that they find interesting. And so that's the biggest question, why I want this question answered, because I want to be able to continue to capitalize on the viewership that we have. And I want to keep providing people with content that they find interesting. So we need to find out what people like about the channel and continue to provide that kind of content over and over. So that is,
You know what?
that's the ultimate goal, right? To drive viewers to the channel.
Yeah. Have we looked at the Nina cam yet on the live things?
No, I'm not. Is it snowing in Nina?
It's definitely doing something. I can't really tell.
Yeah.
It looks like flurries, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're getting
Let's see, I'm actually
all
gonna-
kinds of snow across central Wisconsin today, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Nina and Fox River.
Yeah.
We do have a train approaching Nina too. Wow.
All right. This is something that I think is a good point too, to be able to provide people that can't travel away to Railfan. I know that there are people that are not ambulatory, but they like watching trains, and they're able to do this on YouTube. And it's not just my channel, it's other channels too. So, oh yeah, you like the radio feeds? Yes. I'm very proud of the radio feeds. I think that's a huge benefit to these webcams, definitely.
I would agree.
I would agree as well, because not only can these be used as entertainment, but for a majority of the popular locations in eastern Iowa, and basically, honestly, anywhere else we are, like if you're near a steel highway camera, that scanner information will be helpful if you're actually out and about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We got that train going through Point, so it is
Getting close, that's
almost
good.
on us here.
Could be just about on top of us.
Another half mile. So somebody, actually Buddy Burton pointed this out to me yesterday. We have radio feed coverage from Guttenberg all the way to Ottumwa on the Canadian Pacific now. And we have Iowa Falls all the way to East Dubuque covered on the Canadian National. And we have Oh, here he comes.
Here's
Yep.
the train. Chivo, Tier 4,
Is this gonna be a manifest here?
M-2.
Yes, it is. Let's see, isn't
Wait, is
this
that a
like M357? I'm pretty sure, because I recognize these cars. I always see them on. I think it's M357.
Yeah, these loads of
What
steel.
even are those? Oh,
They're like steel,
like rebar
plates.
or something?
I don't know.
Oh. Huh, interesting. I've
You know-
never seen them.
I just have to say, you know, it'd be perfect for the CN in Iowa. A cam like between Dubuque and Waterloo. That would be
Yes.
perfect at some point.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
still every time I go to Dyersville, I am always looking around. I've got a couple ideas, but it's about the best place I can think of, honestly.
Probably.
Aside
something like that.
from Manchester.
I will tell you, I drove down, and this is something that this is going to be kind of a more local conversation, but I did drive down to a yard in Cedar Rapids this morning to look and scout out down there. There's really not much down there, but
Right, yeah, it's all just industrial
Yeah.
developments.
We need the AER cam.
Right.
We need the AR diamond camera. We absolutely, positively have to have it.
yeah,
It's gonna be so busy. 50 trains a day. No.
yeah. You'd see all the switch engine moves going by underneath the interstate
Oh,
there.
yeah. We see them going to Treehouse every day. Or
Yeah.
whenever they feel like it.
So this is going to be our final train of the day. We're rolling by this northbound CN train. Thank you to our host in Stevens Point for making
you
this
know what?
camera, this view available to us.
I'd like to say at Nina, a little GT switching around right at the cam. So
Yeah, so when we go
Feel
off
that.
the air, definitely go check out the Grand Trunk, the blue Grand Trunk engine over there.
hey, I saw these cars. I saw those same cars going through Robbins the other day.
Really?
Those same-
I was about to say these
Wait.
are screaming Cedar Rapids cars.
I'm pretty sure these are literally the same cars we saw.
Yeah.
They're totally it. Yeah.
That's kind of
Same-
funny.
Yep. Those Richardson
That's it.
cars.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
those,
it.
Those
That's
came from Cedar
CR.
Rapids.
Yep. Look at that.
That's cool.
In fact, I'm
Wow.
gonna go back in my video that I got of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I might
Yeah.
do, honestly.
Are
That's
these
pretty neat.
boxcar loads out of
No, I don't think
No.
those are out of Cedar
I
Rapids.
don't-
No.
There's very limited boxcar stuff. I think it's mainly just like Krandic and then those leaser cars that the Krandic uses.
yeah.
So not a lot of like system cars or anything like that. Or
Right.
privately
Yeah.
owned.
All right, well, there was a comment in here. Apparently, this is a northbound to Winnipeg, is what this train is.
I believe that's M357, right?
CN detector, mile
I think so.
251.6. Northbound.
Well, his head
Is that
end went by
detector
the
for our train.
detector.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, M343. Okay.
Camera number 9000 that just so happens to be right next to a defect detector.
Yeah, exactly. You'd almost think I was doing that on purpose, right?
Right. No, we've
Oh, yep.
we've just been getting extremely lucky with that.
And that GT's coming back into the yard at Nina, just doing a little switching.
Yeah. Always exciting. We like to see the GT Jeeps running around. So, as this train is completing its roll by here, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. There's a coil car bringing up the rear. Everyone have a good weekend, and make sure and check back in with us Tuesday and Friday next week for Trackside with Tom. So, Evan and Sam, thank you very much for helping me out today. Appreciate it as always.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you too.
Yep, and we will see everyone next week. Have a good weekend.
Take care, everyone.
So yeah.